taking me
Okay. Oh. I'm trying a new mic thing, and, I'm having a problem. So, so I have to redo the intro. I'm going to do this. Now, this would work. Oh, no. Tech problems. And when you're a live streamer, you have some tech problems. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I think this is the best option. Okay. Do you want a live stream? Today I'm going to be talking about remote production, and I have an amazing guest Fuljens. He knows a lot about remote production, and that's one of his jobs to do remote production. So let's talk about it today. So hey, Fuljens.
What's up, Sammy? What happened to your mic?
Oh, I'm testing a new mic and a new setup. So
Right.
you shouldn't really do a test before you go live. So if you're a new streamer, you shouldn't be doing crazy stuff like I do, because I do crazy stuff that's pretty funny. I think I'm pretty funny.
Yes, you are, Sammy. Oh boy.
And this is going to be one of your lessons. You should learn from this mistake from a streamer that has been streaming for many years, and I should have remembered this mistake, but I didn't. So that is pretty funny of me.
I remember when you were cracking jokes on my mic stand, my original mic
Oh,
stand.
yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I had a newer mic boom arm.
And I was right, because I think it was going to fall. Did it ever fall?
Those were the days, good times.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome countdown.
Thank you. I created it, and you could also find it on my store, sammysuperstar.com. But
Nice.
yeah, I created it in After Effects.
Awesome. The music was jamming. I was
Yeah.
jamming back there.
Yeah. So let's get started with the questions.
All right.
So when did you start doing live productions?
I started doing overall production during the pandemic. So through my full time as a nonprofit director, we went to shut down and we had to transition to virtual programming. So I was doing production overall, virtual programming for my nonprofit, for my staff. When it comes to like health education, our fitness programming, which you have a YouTube channel, FITBK FitBK on YouTube. So free fitness classes for the community and so on and so forth. And the people in our community started to take notice of that. So that's where the remote production came in, because local churches, the Brooklyn Public Library, the New York City Department of Health, and a few other agencies, they wanted us to produce for them as well. They wanted me to produce for them as well. So I produced virtual health fairs for them. I've done virtual fitness classes for them, panels, interviews such as this one. And as a result of that, other people started to take notice of my work. And once it became known in the Ecamm Live community and the Let's Get Live community, so I started to work with other
If
people
you
outside of my
hasn't-
community.
if- Oh, that's great. That's pretty cool. So this is the biggest question, because this is the software that you produce with. And like, when did you start using Ecamm Live? Some people used it for many years, and some people just started using it a week ago or
Right.
a year ago.
Right. I haven't been using Ecamm Live since it came out, like you, Sammy. I've been using Ecamm Live for a little over a year now, actually.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And you love it, and it's a great piece of software, even if you're a professional or whatever. And
Yeah, I love it actually. And for those who are watching that don't know, I've been doing a lot of work in the Ecamm Live community. Every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm the co-host with Anna Hill for the Ecamm Network News. Um, it's an amazing show. We give live updates about what's happening in the Ecamm Live community, what's happening with in terms of streams that are taking place throughout the week. We give away merch. It's an amazing show. So definitely check it out if you're part of the Ecamm Live community. And we
Yes.
also do building blocks, where we teach people
Building
how to
blocks is
use
awesome.
text overlays inside of Ecamm Live to create amazing graphics, animations, lower thirds, and more, just using text overlays directly inside of the Ecamm Live app. You don't need to use any additional outside sources like Canva or Keynote or anything like that. Everything is done directly inside the Ecamm Live.
And Photoshop.
Right. You don't need to use the Photoshop either. So everything is done right inside.
Yeah,
Like
because
what you have right here, right? So something similar to this overlay right here,
yeah,
right? We can create something similar inside of Ecamm Live without, having to go outside.
and that's mind blowing. So, and now people are starting to use Ecamm text overlays as using like for graphics, and that's pretty cool. I should start using that. So,
Yeah, you got to check out our
yeah,
our episodes.
no, no, no. I watched them, but I was just messing around with it the other day, and it was pretty deep.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out how to do like, the like, how do you call it? Like the vertical overlay, like this.
Oh, like a
Yeah,
tall camera
yeah,
border.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. So now that you have the text margins inside the Ecamm,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually make your rectangle or square taller.
Mm-hmm.
That will help,
Oh,
right? But
okay.
before it was a lot
Yeah,
trickier. But now that you have the Ecamm Live 3.8 update, you can increase your text margins, and that will help create that.
okay. I only use the beta, so
Oh yeah, it's in the beta as well.
great.
Yeah.
Because I haven't used the full version in a long time. And I'm using it to stream right now. Thank you to Ecamm Beta.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So my next question is, when did you start remote production?
hmm All last year, Sammy, all last year. So after I started, branching out to do production for, like I said, Department of Health, Brooklyn Public Library, a few colleges, health insurance agencies, and I was able to share some of this work and build a portfolio online, right? And I've been sharing them last year heavily inside the Ecamm Live community and also with Let's Get Live group. And that's how I started to be able to work with others outside of my community. So for instance, on Wednesdays I work with Kali Chocolate Twist Yoga. Check out Chocolate Twist Yoga on YouTube. I do remote production for her, live stream yoga class every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. I've also worked with Golden Gate University in California. They were launching the Helen Diller Foundation for U.S. military veterans a few months back. So I did a few remote interviews for them, and I also do some remote production for local churches where I produce their Sunday services via Zoom. So it's been going very good.
Yes, yes. It seems very good. So, if you're just getting started out doing remote production and you know how to do Ecamm or any other software, what is one tip that you would give a new person?
Definitely keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. I was wondering that you're going to ask me that question, right? Definitely keep it simple because, think about the client that you're working with. They might not be as tech savvy as you are, and they may be starting off with something like Zoom, right? So, for people who are really involved in this type of stuff, definitely don't sleep on all the different platforms that are out there. I know that we've been talking a lot about Ecamm, but there are people who work with OBS, there are people who work with vMix, there are people who work with mainly Zoom as their platform, right? But definitely don't try like to push your platform of choice to your client. If
True.
they want to work with Zoom, by all means, and they got the money to pay you for the Zoom, work with that, right? So keep it simple for sure.
Less is more.
Yep. And definitely and eventually, like, yeah, if they
Yeah.
want to take it, if you're impressed them enough, right, they want to take it further, then you can introduce them to something like Ecamm. You can say, hey, do you know that we can spice up your church production with overlays and graphics, and if they want a waiting screen, and this is how you slowly introduce them to those toys.
Yeah, the toys of Ecamm, like
Exactly.
how great it is. So, what is your favorite part of using Ecamm? Your favorite part?
I would definitely say working with the text overlays, right? Anna and I, we've been really pushing ourselves with the level of production inside of Ecamm Live and seeing how much we can do without having to go to, like I said, Canva, Keynote, Photoshop, so on and so forth, right? And if you continue to watch the coming weeks of ENN, Ecamm Network News, we're going to introduce some amazing new lower thirds that and it's so amazing, right? We've been running ENN for so many weeks now, and there will be always be somebody that comes on the stream and says, "Oh my God, where'd you get this? Where'd you get these overlays? Where'd you get this overlay?" And we're like, we created it right inside the Ecamm Live, right? And building blocks too. We're definitely going to show more, amazing graphics, lower thirds, and more. So I think that is definitely my favorite thing to do inside the Ecamm. I know
Mm-hmm.
when the 3.8 release came out, everybody was like, oh my god, preview mode is here. I can't wait. I don't use preview mode. I like to make sure that everything is set before going live on the stream. And I think like preview mode should be done if you have like a mistake or there's something that you want to correct on the fly. That's when it should be used, but that's not my favorite feature. It's definitely, hey, building blocks. It's definitely um the text overlays and the work that we can do with the text overlays for
Yeah,
sure.
text overlays is pretty cool. Wait, who is this? Is this Anna or Caleb?
That's Anna.
Okay, I was thinking that because you don't know which one is which. Because I know sometimes Caleb is sneaky. Doesn't Caleb do these kind of things?
well, that's Ecamm Network, right? So on Ecamm Network,
True.
it's probably going to be Caleb or Katie.
And wasn't there like a funny story about that once or twice?
What's the funny story?
I don't know. Like I heard these funny stories. Like Doc knows it's like Caleb instantly.
You know, it's it's probably like how they talk, because I
True.
know I know when Ecamm Network comments on your stream and says, "We love this so much." I think that's Katie. Kayla won't say anything. Kayla will probably just like it and move on. But Katie will comment for sure.
So, what is your favorite part of doing live streams? Like when you go live, what is your favorite part?
I definitely love interacting with the audience. I definitely love interacting with the audience and keeping them engaged, right? Because without that type of engagement, there is really nothing. There's like the energy's not there, right? And it's just a way to keep them involved, finding fun things for them to do. And I've learned a lot about this with working with Anna, right? Because you rarely see me on camera. Most of my production requires me to be behind the scenes, behind the camera, right, or behind Ecamm, behind the computer, and that's a whole different beast and ways to like keep the audience engaged. But now when it's you in front of the camera, you have to always stay fresh, always stay committed, and stay creative, and find ways to keep them engaged throughout the stream, especially when you're doing streams like over an hour and a half, like we did last night. But I say less.
And you didn't do building blocks. I didn't see you go live.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna make up for that.
Now that's very funny. So, if 2020 didn't happen, would you be using Ecamm or no?
Yeah, that's a good question, Sammy. I don't know. I don't know. It's because of the pandemic. This is how I came across all these things, right? Because I started off like as I see Laura Williams is saying that I Zoom everything, right? So when we started off, I didn't even know Zoom because everything was face to face, everything was email and text, and so on and so forth, right? But it's just like we had to find a way in terms of like my nonprofit, find a way to stay relevant and stay in existence and stay communicating with each other. And that's how I definitely came across Zoom, as countless others have came across Zoom around that time, and use it heavily every single day. Check-ins with everyone, mental health check-ins, and so on and so forth, and meetings, and you eventually get Zoom fatigue. And speaking of Zoom fatigue, I was like, what else is there? What else is there besides Zoom? Right? If
There's
nothing
no
else is there
Zoom
besides
fatigue. The
what else is
reason
there
that
besides Zoom? Um, then I came across
e-
OBS, right? I came across
yeah,
OBS actually, right? And OBS, works fine on Mac, works fine
yeah,
on PC. Use that for a little bit, but I wanted something. OBS wasn't giving me the virtual camera at the time, right? Because I still needed to use Zoom.
yeah.
And I know that for OBS to work at that time, I don't know what it is now, but at that time, in order for OBS to work as a virtual camera inside of Zoom, you needed another third party application. I know the third party was native for PC, but then you had to find something else. It was too
Yeah,
much, right? So I started doing research, and the YouTube algorithm led me to Ecamm. Actually, led me to Luria and Doc, which led me
yeah.
to Ecamm, and I was sold from those two.
Can I tell you my Ecamm story?
Tell me.
So I started using OBS back in the 2016
Mm-hmm.
on a 2010 MacBook Pro. So I didn't have any fancy cameras. I didn't use it. And then actually, I got into live streaming very big, and then I heard of Ecamm, and ever since I used Ecamm, then I used vMix for a little bit, and then I went back to Ecamm. So Ecamm
Yeah.
is better and more intuitive.
Ooh, and that's the thing, right, Sammy? Because although OBS had these amazing
Yes,
features, has these amazing features like chroma key and everything, just everything is just
yes,
built in, right? And it's more flexible. It's like I downloaded that free version of Ecamm as soon as I was sold on the streams from Luria and Doc, and I was just sold because it was just so easy. The interface is just amazing, right? Everything is just so user friendly. I was so and I subscribed for the pro that same day on the fly. I didn't waste no time.
wasting no time. Fusions. Now that's now that's great.
For sure.
Yeah,
Haven't looked back since.
haven't
And it
looked back.
works fine with Zoom. I have not have it had any issues. The only issue I do have is with Big Sur. I don't know if you have this issue with Big Sur, but Big Sur does not like me to go on interview mode whatsoever.
I'm using Big Sur right
Yeah,
now.
and your stream is fine. I don't know why. I don't know why. So what I've been doing is I've been like using interview mode on Catalina on my MacBook Pro.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know.
and that was I had a troubleshooting with Ken also, and Ken was just for those of you who don't know, Ken is a developer for Ecamm along with Glenn. Ken was like baffled at what was going on. My frame rates were dropping like crazy.
Wait, isn't he like the co-owner of Ecamm?
Yes, Ken and Glenn.
And people get them confused all the time.
But it's easy to tell by the hair, right?
Oh yeah, and which one is more on camera?
Right. So I know he's like Ken is like always off to the side.
Yeah,
And Glenn has like the slick back hair. And then like Ken has like a little bit of like messy hair.
now that's pretty funny.
Oh man. That's how I could tell. But if the more you like watch them, you get
Yeah,
to know. You don't even need to like you don't even need to tell by their hairdo. You could just like tell who's who by once they start speaking.
yes.
Yeah.
And my last question. Now this is even deeper. After 2020 and after 2021, you use Ecamm, you use Zoom. Now after COVID's done and everything is over with, are you gonna still be using Ecamm after everything is gone? will you be still live streaming, and will you still be actually producing live streams? Because I know myself, I love Ecamm, and I haven't used a SD card since 2020, maybe. The only reason I was going to use a SD card was I was filming a video, like a vlog style, because I was outside and I wanted to do a studio tour. That's the only reason. That's the last time I did it. And I just use a HDMI capture card and HDMI. So are you still going to use
Yeah, absolutely.
Ecamm?
Absolutely,
Great.
absolutely. Right. Just like you said too, I've not used an SD card since Christmas of last year. I was putting together a gospel concert, Christmas gospel concert for one of my local churches, and I went through five SD cards, Sammy. And
No, I
I,
saw that.
you,
I
yeah,
remember.
right. You want to talk about Zoom fatigue? Let's talk about SD card fatigue. Okay,
Ah!
I'm done. I'm done. And then at the beginning of this year, once I started recording,
Yeah.
we have a segment called Mental Wellness Mondays with mental health therapists, and those are like
Yes.
3 to 4 minute videos. I started in January recording them directly inside Ecamm, and I was like, I'm never using these SD cards again. As long as I have a MacBook Pro with me or something, I'm not using no damn SD cards. So for sure. But also aside from that, aside from recordings, definitely keeping up with the live streams, keeping up with remote production, because this is something that not only myself but
Yeah.
others, right? This like even like if you listen to what churches are saying, it's there some churches are not even opening it anytime soon. They might stay, continue doing like remote and
Virtual for.
virtual services until like the end of the year, because it's,
Mm-hmm.
it's it's getting tricky versus like vaccinated and not vaccinated, right? And
Yeah.
then a lot of places are going to start doing hybrid as well, right? So
Yeah.
I'm going to start to continue implementing these things and continue to provide those services as well, in addition to like what I want to do as a content creator for sure. So that's not going away anytime soon. And before that, before all this happened, YouTube was always here, live streams was always here,
But no one
productions was
knew
always
about
here,
it.
Zoom was always here. No one knew about it until pandemic hit. Exactly.
Only me. I knew about it.
Right. Only Sammy knows.
And I used
Mhm.
Zoom once or twice before the pandemic, and then uh, I'm using Ecamm on High Sierra on a Mac Pro.
See? Yep.
But that's a powerful machine.
Hmm.
Or is it? Maybe the 16 inch. The 16-inch is the same power, maybe. Or the M1, because the M1 is so powerful.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm streaming right now in the M1. It's smooth. I have Photoshop open. I have Ecamm. I have Final Cut. So I did a stream with Renee Ritchie, and I broke all of the streaming code. I had the M1 Mac Mini running, streaming in 4K, 60 frames. I had Photoshop open, Final Cut open. I had Logic Pro open, and Premiere. And I heard no fan. So I'm living
Yeah,
on the edge.
I'm so baffled, Sammy, as to what's going on, right? I also have a later
M1.
model
Yeah.
iMac, right? I have the M1. I have a 16 gig M1,
Yeah.
right? Big Sur, interview mode, frames drop, right? So I go from 30 frames to 14 frames once I hit interview mode. Like I said, Ken is baffled. So I was like, you know what? I have an older model um Mac
Mac.
Mini, right? I have an older model Mac Mini as well.
And it
And
works.
no. I reset it and I was forced to upgrade to Big Sur. I'm having the same issues on that as well. There's nothing on that Mac Mini but the Big Sur. Frames are dropping on my interview mode. I think Big Sur just doesn't like me. That's pretty
What?
much.
Wait, what year is the Mac Mini?
The Mac Mini, I believe, is a 2016.
That's not.
It's not really that old though, and it's also a 16 gig and all that good stuff.
Because
It's really
I
well
I
built.
used a Mac Mini. What was it? I was running a Mac Mini 2012 just as testing, and
Hmm.
and it was fine.
Question: your M1 that you have now, right?
Yeah,
Did you get it as like an as is, or did you add some bells and whistles to it?
I got 16 gigs of RAM.
And that's it. You didn't add anything else to it.
No.
I think that's probably what it is. That's the only thing I could pinpoint it to. Is like I added some stuff to it, and they
What
jacked
did
it up.
you
Both
add?
of them. Say again.
What did you add?
I think it was the processor. I just selected the next level. So I got the 16 gig. I don't have it on me because I'm using the MacBook Pro right now.
Oh, and that's at 50K.
Which one?
The M1.
No, the M1 is here. I just don't have it connected,
Oh,
right? Because last night for ENN,
oh yeah.
we
You
streamed on the MacBook. Yeah. You should see Anna has a iMac, and I tease her. I think she stole it from Doc because
What do you mean?
she smuggled it from Doc. Her thing is a beast. It's a beast. She has a beast of an iMac.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
I feel like Ecamm's great on the laptops and everything,
Hmm.
but I feel like there's more power on the desktops. That's what I feel like because
Yeah.
for now everyone in the community is going to kill me for saying it second time. I was using a 2012 iMac base model, and it was fine. I had interviews, and it worked fine. And then I went to the mini, and actually, a couple days after, like the M1 was out for a couple months, and it was just getting too slow.
Hmm.
And it was like 2 days before I was deciding on the M1. It was so slow I couldn't even open Chrome. And I have fast Wi-Fi, so I was like, "It's time. It's time to go.
It's time to go.
It's time to go." But the funniest thing is, I got that Mac for $100 from a friend,
Oh,
and I used it for a year. So, and then before that, I was using a 2015, and then another Mac, and I only use Macs, but
yeah,
Macs, the Macs just work. That's the thing, and they will last you for 20 years.
that's right. Like I said, no issues with the M1 whatsoever. It's just the interview mode. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Interview mode works fine. Oh,
Yes,
maybe
everybody except me.
maybe it's your subscription.
No, because like I said, right? So last night, you saw the stream last night. It was
Yeah,
smooth.
yeah.
That's on a 16-inch MacBook Pro running on Catalina, and everything is on there. Everything, Rodecaster Pro, CalDigit, everything, you name it. All that's hooked up on there, and like nothing phases it. I have two MacBook Pros, no issues on Catalina, but my Big Sur, the Mac Mini M1 and the standard Mac Mini,
What
Big
MacBook?
Sur,
Oh,
interview mode,
yeah.
frame drop.
So you have two. You have two. What's it called? Two
The MacBook
16
Pros,
inch.
yeah, two 16s. Yeah, one I dedicate directly for streaming, and the other I use for Adobe and
Mm.
emails and work and all that stuff, all that fun stuff.
And you have a little problem sometimes with Ecamm and the overheating, or that doesn't mind. That doesn't bother you. Like,
No, no issues, no issues. It's just when I'm using the MacBook Pro for production, that off camera production, I have the microphones away from everything, and so you don't hear the blow dryer or a jet taking off, right? So I don't have that issue. But it gets tricky when you have to use it for something like this, when you have to do an actual production to be on camera and you need to use it and you need it to have it like at arm's length. That's when you have the challenge, right? So like right now I could hear a little something, something. Sammy, where'd you go? Folks, Sammy has left the building.
No, I'm not. I was fetching a computer to prove a
Gotcha.
point.
Mm-hmm.
To prove a point. This computer is a 2001 titanium PowerBook G4. This is older than me by a couple years, and this still turns on. I wish this could run Ecamm. But and that's why they call me the Mac Daddy, because I have all of
The Mac Daddy.
I have one from that's the original MacBook Pro, then one there, then that's from 1998. So I'm the Mac Daddy.
Hey, what's up, Chalk and Twist Yoga? Kali.
She thinks that's funny.
Yeah. You got a few folks laughing at you right now.
Yeah. Yeah, the M1 chip is impressive, but anything over a 6-core product. Yeah. The thing is, the M1 is so great. It's too powerful for the price. Do you know what I mean? Because for $600, you can buy a M1, or $500 for a M1 Mac Mini. For I did something funny, but for $600, $500 on what's it called? Apple Refurbished. It's a great deal. It can run Ecamm. It will run After Effects. I have it running After Effects and Photoshop and anything that is right now it doesn't support, but it works fine for what I am doing. And I made overlays, countdown timers, and yeah. And some people just like Mac. Like, some people just like Mac computers. Like I do. I used Windows for like a yearish just for vMix, because I was messing around and I had Ecamm and vMix and I had both of them. So I mess around with technology and I know them, and I feel like Mac suits me better. So yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to just factory reset that
Yeah.
M1 and see what happens. But again, like I said, I factory reset the standard Mac Mini, and I'm having the same issue. But I'm planning to downgrade to from Big Sur to Catalina on that to see and test it out. But in addition to that, I do plan on factory resetting the M1, because like there's nothing on that I'm gonna really miss. I took all my recordings, I put them on an external hard drive and all that good stuff. So I'm definitely gonna factory reset to see if that helps the issue, because I don't know if there's like a bug in there that I can't really determine. Like even the developers of Ecamm can't determine what the hell's going on, So
yeah, we have a question. Within OBS system, can you pre-record content and then be streamed? Yes. Any streaming software, you can do that, and that's great. And we can take out all of our SD cards and we can like throw them out to the pond.
For real.
Or
Listen, I have the whole box of SD cards from December. Like they're in a box. I haven't opened that box since December. I'm not even touching them.
so I have a. Are you going to go to New York and put it into the river like Kramer does?
Right. We should both go, Sammy, and toss it in the river.
Ah!
Over by let's find a B and H that's located by a lake or something, a river, and just like toss it over there.
Now that would be funny if
Right.
what's that river again? I forget.
Hi, Eileen. Say
Hello.
again. What
What
did you just ask?
what is the river that Kramer was swimming in? I forget.
Right. We got to find that one
It's the grossest river ever.
in New York.
Oh yeah, it's like the. Let's see.
I'm looking it up too. What river did Kramer swim in? The East River. There you go.
Yeah, the East River, and we can throw the Blue Yeti in that too.
Right. And
So
just toss all the
so
SD cards
buy
in there.
so buy a Blue Yeti, and to prove a point to Doc.
Oh shoot. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, Naz. Yes, Naz, the East River.
East River.
Hey Steve. Oh man. I'm down. I'm down for it.
Now that would be funny.
That would. That would actually.
That would be funny. What was that noise? Bomb.
I don't know.
Oh no, you.
Got some technical difficulties on
Ooh.
my end too. You had the you had the issues with the mic.
I'm testing out a new mic. Does it
What kind of
sound
mic is
good?
that? You know, some people in the comments were saying that you sound a little too far, and it is true. Like you do sound a little far.
No, I'm just testing. This is not like
Okay,
up close, but
up close, right?
I'm just testing because this mic is cheaper. Does this sound better?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. I'm not using the SM7B. I still use it and I still have it, but I'm just testing because I love to test mics. I have a 1970 mic that still works.
Oh, I think you. I think you. Yeah, 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 yeah. You should
I
have been
have
on.
two of them.
You should have been a guest on Lure Your Stream when she was testing the mics on Monday.
I was thinking that.
Could have helped her test out some mics.
Maybe on Friday. But tell me how much guess how much this mic sounds.
The mic that you're using right
Yeah.
now.
Check, 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 check. This is a mic test. How much?
What is that? What's the brand of the mic?
It's a AKG.
I don't know. Actually, I honestly don't know.
So you can pick this up for $100 on eBay.
Nice.
And
Oh, nice.
usually it's $200. It's the AKG C1000S.
Nice.
So it's like a vocal mic. And I'm usually closer, but I was just testing it because it's a condenser. But
That sounds better right there.
yeah. And it's great for live performance, and I used it on drum overheads, so it sounds great. But right now I was just testing. So AKG, it's the AKG C1000S, and I have the SM7B, but this was one of the first mics that I owned, like
Nice.
10 years ago, maybe.
Has nice aesthetics too.
Yeah.
That's
And it's
awesome.
more brighter than the SM7B, but
You're gonna drop that in the in the comments. What was
Yeah.
like someone's asking, Danny's asking AKG which one.
Yeah, I just posted. If Ecamm would work. If Ecamm would work.
David Hunt says Diana said the Yeti is trash. Be it
Yeah.
far from me to
Wait,
disagree.
wait. She has to come. We all have to do a meetup. We go to the East River, and we just we can throw out the Canon M50,
Oh shoot.
Blue Yeti, SD cards,
Mm-hmm.
and not SSD hard drives.
I'll bring my SD cards for sure. I'll bring like at least 5 or 6 of them. 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte. I'll bring all of them. I don't care.
Wait, you have a terabyte SD
Mhm.
card?
I have a terabyte. Actually, I take that back. So like I do have one camera, the Sony A9 II, that I have my 1 terabyte SD card in there for photography. So that I hold on to.
Wait,
But
A9
all the
too?
A9 II, yeah. But all the other SD cards, I'll bring them to the East River for sure. Let me know when that is. Yes, Nez. We're gonna stream it. We'll live stream it.
We're gonna stream it. We're gonna stream it in 4K, baby.
Right,
As
exactly.
the major delay. Because did you see the video that I post that you can put a M1 Mac Mini outside? Yeah.
I didn't see that yet.
So I can run. Wait. Where is it? Where is it? No, I can't find it. Oh, here it is. So this is $80. And I can
What is that?
run. This is a RAV Power power bank.
Mm,
And I can run the Mac Mini M1 from this with a Sony A6100.
nice.
And it ran over an hour.
Oh no, wow! Now, okay, that's good. That's actually really good.
So you could stream in the East River.
Right. And I like the what's that, the Nighthawk M1 for Ethernet,
Oh,
for wireless internet.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
have one
looking.
of those.
I'm looking
But
in. Walter Jeanette has one. He did a stream outdoors and everything was flawless. So that was awesome. I was like, I'm sold.
I'm sold.
Sold.
Sold. I already have a pop filter, so I could just get that. I have every streamer gear you need, like, because I had a studio before, and then I switched it to a live streaming studio. But yeah,
But right now, because like you're saying, like when you push your voice a little bit, but right now, like if
yeah,
you keep it at that level, it's been sounding fine so far.
great.
Yeah.
And this is like a vocal studio mic, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not a Keith Pelzer one. I have a
Apollo.
I have a Keith Pelzer mic. I have
I saw
what?
that one. I saw your Keith Pelzer mic.
Which one?
It's not the Apollo though, right?
No, I don't have Apollo.
Right.
I have a warm audio mic. What?
No. Like, but there was one time like where you showed off your Keith Pelzer mic. I remember that one.
Which one?
But that was, I don't remember the name, but like you showed, like I checked it on eBay and it was like $4,000 or something like.
No. No. What do you mean?
Which mic was that, Sammy? Wasn't it silver?
Silver?
You don't remember?
No, I think it's another person.
So which one are you referring to?
Oh, I have a warm. This looks more like it's called the Warm Audio 251.
Okay, no, that's not the one. There was something else. There was like it was a vintage microphone that you shared with us one time in the Let's Get Live
No.
group.
Oh! This one?
Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Right? And how much is that on eBay?
You can buy this new for like 200,
Okay. There was
300.
another one. I think it led to a conversation about other mics, and there was one that was like way more than that. I forgot which one it was.
This mic is older than this one,
Right.
but Elvis used this style. This is the RE10, and this RE10 is worth like $400 used in good condition. I have like two of them, and then I have a pencil mic from Audix, pretty good mic.
Pencil, not to be confused with a shotgun mic.
No, this is a pencil
Pencil
condenser,
mic. Mm-hmm.
so it looks like a pencil. So
Very cool.
the reason I have all of these mics, recording studios, and the warm audio is actually a tube condenser. So love the old mic. Yeah.
Kylie says it's pretty, and Laura, yes, Laura, Sammy is an audio geek.
And then I have a couple 58s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I have one that is good condition. Where is that? Where is that? But I have more mics. Mics are worth more than you think.
Right, for sure.
Even the SM7B.
Even the SM7B.
Can I tell you a story
Go ahead.
about my SM7B?
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is, I love my SM7B, but something happened to it.
What?
No. Yes.
Hold on, Sammy. You get this. This is for you. What happened to SM7B?
So you're doing an India Delgado.
What is that?
So you're doing a India Delgado, like, shocked. Like,
No, you know what? You know what's so funny, right?
What?
I created this, right? And then
Wait.
it just became so popular, right? So now it's used by Doc and India and all that
Wait,
stuff.
you
So
created it?
right. So like, yeah, I came up with the snake sound effect idea on the Roadcaster Pro.
Wait.
But they love it so much, so it lives on, even though I don't use it as much.
So, I love the SM7B, but it's not. I didn't drop the mic. The thing is,
What?
no. A screw went loose on the mic. That's the only problem. So I have to
Where? On the base?
Again.
Thank you, Danny. And yes, Kali, yes, this is for you too, Kali.
So look.
Uh-huh.
So I just have to find the screw.
Oh wow. Okay. Wait. You took like right here the base,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's a Torx. You need a Torx screw.
Oh.
It's a Torx.
That's the only reason.
Anna, yeah, sure. I'll send you the SD cards. Anna, what's the SD cards?
TBK.
Before we, that's if Sammy and I don't go to the East River tomorrow and then toss them out.
Because
TBD, it's the sound effect from Metal Gear Solid when Snake gets caught and then they have the alert, like the exclamation mark appears on the enemy's head because they found you. So that's what it is. So just go on YouTube and look up Metal Gear Solid Snake effect or whatever.
You made
and
that sound?
I downloaded the sound effect from YouTube and I uploaded it to the Roadcaster Pro.
Oh, so that's interesting. So
Interesting, right?
interesting. That's interesting. Ah.
No, but
So
it's cool. It's definitely cool hearing like
yeah,
Doc loves to use
he's
Doc
like,
loves to use the sound effect.
so who is TBD?
It's one of your subs, Sammy.
What?
One of your subs.
Never saw
It's
them
your
before.
peeps. Your peeps are
Maybe
coming
if you're
through.
new, subscribe, like it, share it out, post it on Twitter, Facebook.
I just saw Laura. Yeah, mic drop. That was what literally. Don't whoa. Well, I thought don't do that to your SM7B now. But definitely, Sammy. All you need is a torque screw, right? So if
Okay.
you if I'll check on my end because I have like a torque screw tool set, and I'll
Yeah.
see what size exactly because you lost the screw itself, right?
No, I have to find it somewhere in my studio. So I have to turn on the lights and then because my studio is dark, like right now.
Yeah, it's
Mood,
probably around there somewhere.
moody.
Nice and moody.
I like the look of this studio.
Yeah, it's and you've come a long way because I remember when you had no lighting and then you had blue lighting, and I like this. I like this look behind you now and how you
Yeah.
angled it. It's really cool. TBD is a part of the Let's Get Live VIP community and just came on to show
Oh,
support.
that's
Nice.
nice. That's super nice. Did you post the link somewhere or like I didn't?
I did not. So that's cool, Sammy. That's
Wait,
sure.
so
YouTube is loving your stream and sharing it with folks.
sharing it, you gotta share it.
Yeah, yeah, Laura. Doc layered in Gornio
Coño.
for India.
Wait, so I have a funny story about
Mhm.
cornmeal. So I told one of my friends about cornmeal, and I said cornmeal, and he laughed. And then I said it's corn yo,
Corn,
cornmeal,
yo. Corn.
and then he was just like keep on saying it. So that's pretty funny. Cornmeal. Now
Oh man.
the next upgrade is to get a Rodecaster Pro because I'm using the Focusrite.
Mhm.
Or I was thinking the Pod Track
Yeah,
P because
the
the
P4.
because no one knows this, but you can buy them on eBay for like $150.
Oh, $50 off. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I got one for 199.
Oh, you got one?
Mm-hmm. I have the P4 and I have the H6.
Do you like the P4?
The P4 is pretty good. It is, you have your mix minus on there. You can
Do you EQ?
actually link up your mobile phone via Bluetooth using a Bluetooth adapter, just like how the Rodecaster Pro has a Bluetooth, right? You also have some buttons for sound effects, so you could add your and all that good stuff in
Yeah.
there as well. So it's really cool.
So when did you get it?
Probably like a few months ago.
Oh,
Like you know who introduced me to P4? Dr. Elo.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, Dr. Elo.
You mean Choppy Elo. There's a guy named Choppy Elo. Choppy Elo. He's very, very choppy.
Wow.
Very,
Wow.
very
Shade. Not even
choppy.
shade. It's just
He's
obvious. Like,
choppy on Zoom. Yeah.
wow.
What?
Dr. Elo, if you're watching, like Sammy's just throwing the whole tree at
No,
you.
no, no,
It's like
no, no.
no shade, just the whole tree.
There's a song about it. There's a guy named Choppy Elo. Choppy Elo. And I created it. So.
Nice. Oh man.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know that Zoom made the L8. So this is like, oh my gosh.
What was that?
So Zoom makes the pod track and also like the live track. And I think that's like another good one for live
Hmm.
streamers, and they make a 21. So there's 16 inputs, mic inputs.
Yeah, I saw the live track.
Now that's like
Overkill.
huge. You could have an orchestra.
Right, right. That's the only time you should be getting that, right? If you have an orchestra or a gospel choir,
Like,
like what else you need that for? Right.
But the
Oh man. Laura wants a Sammy going somewhere stream. It's coming soon to the East River. Right? Sammy, you go in there.
East River.
Sammy on the road.
Sammy on the road. Now that's pretty funny.
Getting some ideas like a coffee shop interview adds more sponsorship. Nice. I see you doing that, Sammy. Like how you were dating your Max on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Definitely would like more of that.
But we have a sad story.
Another sad story.
Amazon kicked me off.
Yeah, that I heard. I heard.
That was silly. But
is it was it because of something of non-compliance? What happened?
No. The reason is they just wanted to cut off shows.
And they picked yours.
Yeah. No, they pinged like 200 of them.
Oh wow. That sucks. But you're able to, keep it going on your YouTube channel and on Facebook.
Yeah, but then I stopped.
Where a lot of us saw your content there, so that was really cool. But that'll be cool.
So, do you want to hear the choppy ELO song?
I think I got it the first time.
No. It's pretty funny. It's
the full version.
It's bougie, as they say. You don't want to hear it.
Go ahead. We also have a question. Do either of you use an ant?
No.
Mini? What's the ant? TBD.
Oh, the Ecamm Mini.
Oh, the Ecamm Mini, yes.
Can I tell you a story? I have another story about.
Right. Wait, don't skip your stories now. one at a time. Go ahead.
So, I remember when the Ecamm Mini came out, and I won one, but never got one because it wasn't really practical.
Yeah, I have the Ecamm Mini. I've used it for mostly for in-person productions that require like 3 or more cameras. For instance, like when I'm doing a CNN style panel and I have like everybody in the room at the same time, or like something like similar to like The View where you have like, people sitting around in chairs and like you have a set. I like it for that. But when I'm doing the FitBK live streams, and I'm using like, let's say, an overhead camera, a low camera, and like the main camera, right? And I'm switching. It's cool to use it as a switcher, and you could transition, you could fade to black and all that. But I don't like that. It's the 1080p max.
Yeah.
And I notice like I lose picture quality when I'm using the Ecamm Mini for that purpose. So I like to stick to the Camlink 4Ks. It's especially like when I want to use something like I want to crop in. The crop does not look as good and clean and sharp with the Ecamm Mini on 1080 versus getting that 4K feed off the Camlink.
Yeah. I will play the song now.
Go ahead. So this is the choppy ELO song.
Yeah. What? People use 4 camera links. There's
Yes,
a guy
DVD.
named
That's
Choppy,
great.
Choppy Elo. Choppy, Choppy Elo. He's very, very choppy. Very, very choppy. He's choppy on Zoom. Yeah. He's choppy on live. Because we call him Choppy Elo. Choppy, Choppy Elo. Choppy Elo. A Choppy Elo.
What?
Choppy
Oh,
Elo.
shoot. Wait, does Dr. Elo use this for his streams?
Oh, yes.
He should use that as countdown music.
And then I also made "You're listening to Choppy Elo."
Wait, no, seriously, he uses that for his countdowns and stuff?
You're listening to what?
No, I was saying seriously, does he use that? Does Dr. Elo use it for his streams?
I think so. I watch his streams, but he used it in today's video.
Right.
So
That's hilarious.
That's
hilarious.
Chop. Now this is even funnier. If this system audio. You're listening to Choppy Elo. I don't know how we just talked about Choppy Elo because of the pod
Just
track.
the pod track before. Yeah. Oh boy, that's awesome. That's awesome. That song should be available for download in the Let's Get Live group.
There's a guy named Choppy, and I recorded at like 2 a.m. when he was in Puerto Rico.
Right. When he bumped his head.
Poor Elo.
Poor Dr. Elo. But he bounced back, right? He's better now.
And then I said, Choppy Elo. Choppy, 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 choppy.
Oh boy. Well, Sammy, this has been fun.
Yes, great stream. I really wanted to say thank you to everyone that has been watching. And I will see you next time. We're going to play out with some great music.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, Sammy.
No problem.